To win. Not that I have my video set up. So strange. All right, we're live on YouTube, just so you're aware. YouTube. Now it's time for Clubhouse. Gotta get the Clubhouse. Trying to get live everywhere. Everywhere though. Oh my god, weekly 3 p.m. Start room. Yay. Okay. I think we're there. We're live everywhere. This is crazy. It's great. All right. So this is like the first time this has been like, kind of successful. The last couple weeks have been like a monster, a bear. That's what I'm going to say. To try to get this all set up and done and stuff. And it's making me feel a little antiquated. I'm not going to lie. But it's okay. I know that's silly. I'm just getting used to it, though. That's all it is. All right. Today's going to be a really chill meeting day, right? Like, because our Constitution passed and everything. So we have no more real votes right now. So the only thing to really talk about is what programs we got going on. And to just do kind of like founder AMA type stuff,
Yes.
So let's see if we got. Okay. Forgive me, I'm just getting the lights on. Get the mood lighting. Huh. These little things are kind of strange. I'm going this way. Yes. Have the light bounce that way. Turn this light off. Yeah, so we just have that Constitution passed. Whoop whoop. Yay, Constitution. Constitution passed. And what are we doing? What are we doing right now? What's this? Oh, it's the shadow of this thing. Oh, that's horrible. All right. This thing's got to go back to where it was. And we just gotta, we have the experimental film series that we're working on, right? That's gonna be kind of fun. Not kind of fun, very fun. If anybody wants to work on it, let me know. We're gonna have like 3 seasons, dude. 3 seasons. 3 seasons. 4.
3 seasons of what?
4 actually. Of the experimental film. 10 episodes each season, right? Except for the 4th. The 4th has 6 episodes. Yes. So we'll have a total of 36.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what else?
Wait, so the last episode has 6 episodes?
The last season's gonna have 6 episodes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, everybody down there. Hey, everybody on YouTube. Everybody on Discord. It's nGAIA Weekly. I love it. Oh, wait. There's a message? What happened? Yay. All right. So, guys, forgive me. I'm just getting used to this whole setup, this whole space. We got 3 streams simultaneously. It's my first 3 stream. And it's like, come where you like are comfortable, right? We got YouTube. You guys know the handle is @NostalgiaDAO, right? We got Clubhouse. Again, Nostalgia DAO Club, right? And if you are too confused about those two or you just don't want to go there, we still have our Discord meeting spot. We're in Nostalgia Spaces, right? And we will talk to and listen to you because this is going to be more founder AMA than anything this week, right? Last week was like the big week, right? We had the big vote. The Constitution passed. Whoop, whoop. I'm the only one who ratified it, but that's okay. That's okay. That's cool. And now I guess it's time to start getting into the nitty gritty of the trust, right? That'll be like more this the rest of this month. And then other than that, we don't have like other tough stuff. There's not going to be a whole lot of polls or polling. We are in the creative time period, right? This is where we start taking the story that we have, that we chose, and building it into something, right? Making it, right? So the little development meeting, right? Like got us to the point of we were just trying to figure out how is this being distributed, right? We decided that the series is on cycles, right? We chose over the winter that we wanted to do three characters. We wanted to do nostalgia as a character. We wanted to do the pride character, right, which we saw in the 3 minute, right? And we chose the rabbit character, right? So the first season will be about nostalgia. The second season will be about pride. The third season will be about the rabbit. Now, these are experimental films, right? Which means there's no storyline, right? There's like higher concept, and there is a set of images put together to correlate to that higher concept. That's basically what experimental film is, right? We can watch a couple experimental films just to kind of get a feel for what that looks like and what that means. Quincy, hi, higher. We can take a look at we could do Maya Deeren is like she's one of my favorite like film directors. She's an experimental film director, and she definitely just in terms of her impact on how women you know how women are in film and how women could be directors. She's just awesome. Okay, I could sit here and be passionate about. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to chill out and not gush. But the point is, you know she was doing it when girls weren't doing it, and I respect her pioneering so much. So Meshes of an Afternoon, I think, is the name of her most famous one, or at least what I enjoyed the most in film school. Okay. If you get a chance to see it, definitely come see it because it's worth it. It's worth it, you know, just to get an idea of what an experimental film is. Because sometimes I think we get caught up on like you got a story and there's no story. Yeah. Yeah. We got a movie without a story. There is no. So what's in a story, right? Like what makes a story, right? The standard like film story that we look at right now was pretty much crafted by Spielberg, I think. Was it Spielberg or Lucas? Spielberg, I think. Right? Yes, we've of course had movies and stories before them, but I think the blockbuster like mastered it, right? Like that's literally what all films right now are kind of structured after, right? And so you have like of course there's a beginning and there's an end, right? But in the middle of that there's a climax, right? You get to a climax. So it's like a almost like a right triangle like this, right? A little less than right triangle, but almost, right? Um, and you get a couple tribulations in the middle, right? But there's a climax, and then there's some sort of resolution, right? So beginning, problem, uh, possible resolution. That resolution fails. There's a climax of some sort. Do they succeed? Do they not succeed? Then there's a resolution at the end, right? It, that's basically like the structure. Experimental films are not like that. It's artist's art, it's like, um, I have to express a concept to you without, um, giving you a story, without giving you a beginning, an end, a whole climax, and some trials and tribulations in the middle, right? I'm just giving you my interpretation of what this feels like. That's what experimental film is. What does it feel like, right? And we're taking what it feels like and making a visual representation of that, right? Um, and we're doing it using our bodies, using sound, using maybe dance, right? Using different like tropes in society that maybe correlate, right? We're using whatever we have, right, to turn this expression into something that everyone can relate to, right? So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's challenging in the sense that it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know how I would do that. How would I express that? How would I express that without telling you a story? You know? So if any of you are interested in it, again, let me know. We'll go ahead and we'll get you in a writing room, right? And we'll just start to write. We'll start to write a little, right? Decide what we want to do, right? And then, yeah, we got a couple weeks of writing room too. It's like a month's worth of time, I think. So, no rush. Come up with your concept, come up with what you want to express and how you might want to express it, and we'll structure it in a way that's like appeasing, right? But like that's the focus right now, guys. That's like it. We don't have any polls right now. We got the Constitution up. It's just me and the Alice's banging out what the trust looks like and what the abundant society is going to be like, right? Uh, you know, if you guys don't recall, the Abundant Society is the 501c6 nonprofit, right? Business association. So that's it. I mean, in terms of like whatever else is going on, guys, you always know Alice in the Doors of Wonder. That's every Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please keep in mind that Eastern Standard Time just changed, right? We had our spring move forward, right? Kind of thing. And that was, not fun to wake up to, right? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So for us, like, this feels more like 2 o'clock than 3 o'clock, but it's 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So keep that in mind, or well, 3:22 at this point. Keep that in mind. And in terms of what else we have, right? We still, Quincy hasn't mentioned yet, but we'll see. I'll keep y'all posted if QK Bay comes out with another workshop. Definitely want to catch one of those. Awesome, you learn so much, dude, and the people he brings are like on point, always on point, folks. So we'll look forward to that. We have New York Minute Meditation, right? That's on Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, right before this, right? Hour before this. Yeah, that's what we have so far. Not that we aren't working on other stuff. We are, right? Of course, like I just told you about the experimental film project that DAO is working on. So that's going to be interesting, right? We're working on that. But also, we're working on a workshop for nostalgia, right? Like, so people can kind of come into nostalgia, know what it's all about, and kind of get a gist of how to use it or utilize it best for them, right? We're also doing blockchain basics, right? And I kind of, every almost every one of these meetings, I try to share a little bit about blockchain with you guys, right? Um, I don't know. I actually shared quite a bit. I don't know. Do you guys want to learn something else? Is there anything in blockchain in particular, a topic that you want to talk about in particular? Let me know. Write it in general chat or post it like right here in the chat. Like let us know because I mean, we actually talked about a lot already. We talked about centralized, decentralized. We talked about good decentralized wallets. We talked about the importance of why you would want a decentralized wallet. We talked about purchasing your first cryptocurrency, how you shouldn't leave your crypto, you never leave your crypto on an exchange, ever. This is Listen, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. But if it were me, okay, and I was getting my first crypto, I would learn from others' experience and I would not leave my crypto on an exchange, because if I don't have the keys to that wallet, and by that, if I don't have the passwords to that wallet, then it's not my crypto. It's somebody else's, right? Um, and so if something happens to that exchange, then all the crypto I had stored on the exchange is gone. I've had that happen to me. I've had that happen to me once, and it's not a fun feeling. It's not. So just be mindful of that, right? But we did talk about that, right? We talked about that. We talked about the metaverse. We talked about, you know, what is the metaverse? What does that even look like? We talked about how it's basically like a video game, right? I know all that pump up for like what is it? It's a video game. Is that what I'm It's like playing Sims. That's what the metaverse is like. You got a sim and basically it's your avatar and you're running around somebody's created space with it. And what's great about it is you can basically link it to like NFTs and games and all sorts of other things. And now they're creating this new thing called GameFi. GameFi is like when you take like there's like a blockchain based game or metaverse game, and essentially with that game you can actually gain cryptocurrency, right? And that cryptocurrency does have some sort of value to it, right? So you actually make money just by playing games. Isn't that fun? Um, all sorts of stuff are happening, right? Like, uh, we didn't really get into GameFi that much. I don't think we mentioned that particularly, but that's the basis of it, right? And actually, nostalgia will have GameFi at some point. That is a thing that's going to happen. So be excited for that. But yeah, we kind of talked. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about like what is a blockchain, right? We know that basically a blockchain is like a server with a ledger that can't be edited, right? Basically it's a server with a ledger that keeps all of the accounting for what's happening on the server, right? So every time you do a transaction, right, it's actually put on that ledger of the blockchain that happened. That's actually why you pay a gas fee, right? Um, we talked about gas fees briefly, right? Like, when you're using cryptocurrency and on any blockchain, right? Well, I think most blockchains, right? Um, there's a quote unquote gas fee, and like, what is that gas fee? Well, every time you do a transaction, that transaction has to be put on the ledger. And basically, what's happening is you have a really advanced mathematical program that runs and makes sure that what you did, right, matches up with what's on the blockchain, right? So accounting, it's a ledger, right? Um, and if it doesn't match up, then the system corrects it, right? Like, and the miners are called miners, basically like the people helping to facilitate the ledger being kept, right? The miners get a fee, an additional fee on top of the other fee that they get, right? So it takes energy, right, to keep this ledger. Like, people have to actually use a computer and run the program and to do this, right? And so that's what you're paying. When you're paying a gas fee, you're paying for a person who sits there with their computer and their electricity, right? And they're constantly running this program to make sure the blockchain stays accountable and that nobody actually steals or can steal cryptocurrency, right? Nobody can just blank check print tokens that aren't there, right? So yeah, so that's sweet. So gas fees. What else? What else? Hmm. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can check really quick and see if I can find a um because this is kind of like there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn. Right? Oh, we did. We talked about Chain ID, right? I think that's chainid.org, right? We talked about, and so what's Chain ID? It's just a place where you can go take your MetaMask wallet and get the right blockchain information for the blockchain that you're using, right? So if you're not sure if the information you've got for your wallet is correct in terms of the Ethereum blockchain or the Polygon blockchain or Phantom blockchain, you can go to Chain ID and actually get the copy and paste the right information into your wallet so that you don't have your crypto going somewhere it doesn't belong, right? Like, you know, that kind of stuff. We looked at spatial, we looked at, you know, and I guess we could talk about, we could talk about, I guess we could talk about, well, we talked about DAOs, right? We talked about what a DAO is. We talked about how a DAO it's an acronym, right, for decentralized autonomous organization, right? And basically what that is you could have stopped you almost could have no you can you almost could have stopped at decentralized, right? Like the point is that the DAO is only monitored by the DAO, regulated by the DAO. It's not in a centralized system. It's like I'm trying not to say decentralized, right? Because that's obvious, but I'm saying, yeah, it doesn't come under another government other than the DAO's own governing, right? It's sovereign, right? Sovereign. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't have a straw man, right? Um, so it's kind of like, it doesn't, it makes its own rules. It's its own collective, right? It's an organization, right? It could be a company, it could be a collective, it could be a club, it could be a nonprofit, a for-profit, a S corp, C corp, whatever type of organization, right? However you organize, right? It's an organization and it uses voting, decentralized voting that's democratic in nature. And we call it small d democratic because everyone can vote, right? Everyone can vote in a DAO. And their vote has value, right? And weight. Now, depending on how the DAO is structured, it might not actually carry the true essence of a DAO, right? Like you have some DAOs who they give like extra weight to certain people, like oh, you have to have 5 NFTs. If you have 5 NFTs, then your vote counts 5 times more than the next person, kind of thing. Stuff like that. uh that kind of takes away from it a little, but in theory it's still uh, you know democratic in nature, right? As long as everybody understands that that's the rules and they can choose, right? um that's the overarching point. It's a organization that functions on the blockchain, right? Outside of a centralized government, right? That does not necessarily follow the traditional corporate structure. It's not a trickle down economics type thing, right? It's more democracy. Everyone has equal say, and everyone gets to choose how we operate as a structure, right? Some companies try to have a certain amount of that corporate structure intact, right? Like they still try to have like a board, and maybe the board um, uh, allows for certain things or doesn't allow for certain things. But for the most part, the true nature and heart of a DAO is for everyone to actually have say in it. So, yes, that's a DAO, right? Yeah, guys, ask if you have any questions about any other type of thing, we can talk about it, right? Just leave us a message in like general chat in the Discord, or like write it in here, like leave a little something. Quincy's everywhere. Leave a little something, on Clubhouse, or we're on YouTube. Leave something on YouTube, right? Um, yeah, but other than that, what else do we have to do but hang out, guys? Anybody have any questions or anything to say? Somebody let me know. Hello. Hello out there. Anybody? Showcase. Showcase.
Hello.
Hello. Guys, it's
Hello.
Katara.
Hi.
Alice number 7. Hey.
Hey there.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I just wanted to say hello.
Oh, thank you for saying hello. We appreciate you.
Welcome.
What? Okay, so
I'm everywhere.
you're everywhere. Quincy. Alice 1 and 2 is here too.
Hello.
Hello. Quincy is saying he's everywhere. Right? Guys. That's it. That's it for this week. Y'all just need to know it's everything's in the bag. It's chill. It's a chill week. It's chill. We're just building, we're creating this week, Let me know if you want to create. Okay, we can create together. Also, we should probably start figuring out if anybody has ideas for events that's kind of important. We should start figuring that out. We have ideas of what we want for events, right? Like stuff that we thought about. But if there's any more ideas, that would be awesome too, right? Always. Yeah, guys, that's it. There's like nothing else. There's nothing else to say to y'all. Till next week. Next week's gonna be interesting. You're everywhere. QKB is everywhere, guys. Everywhere. Yeah, that's my only thing with YouTube. I do not appreciate the fact that I feel like YouTube, can you add people on here? Like, you have to be able to add other people on here. I've seen other people jump on YouTube live. So it can't just be like,
it's YouTube, like if they do it on a different app and they stream it on
oh, so we're gonna have to go back to Streamlabs, guys. Don't you love that? Yeah.
Oh, some people do it on Zoom and they stream it on
Stream
there.
it? Okay, so that's sweet. All right, well.
Or StreamYard, they do a good one too.
StreamYard?
They're really good.
Oh, we should check that out.
StreamYard, you can stream it on multiple platforms.
Oh, that's awesome. So maybe
And multiple people. Come on.
StreamYard. Let's look you up. So then maybe we'll try StreamYard next time, guys. And then, guys, also tell me like which social media you appreciate more. It took me 5 seconds to get, StreamYard. Okay, maybe we'll try StreamYard. Yeah, because, streaming to all these places, I'm telling you, I got 3 devices up right now. And it's just like, oh, that's why I wanted to do like Instagram and TikTok too, but I'm like, I don't have enough devices to do it. So now I got to pick and choose, right? But okay. So, we did YouTube today and Clubhouse. You guys let me know how you feel about these, right? Because we're like the attempt here is to go to places where it's easy to build an audience, right? If you're consistent. Yeah, like where would you go? Like we know like YouTube's easy in a sense, right? Or at least YouTube, you can keep the recording. Not so much as easy, but you keep the recording. We know Clubhouse is good for building, right? We know TikTok is good for building small audiences, right? Because we're going grassroots right now, guys. That's what this is. Grassroots. But other than that, guys, listen. Oh yeah, the door's for sale, of course. If you need the door, guys, can you see I'm ready for spring? I got this sweater on, but it looks like spring threw up on my sweater, and green nails. I wish it was spring already. It's weird outside. We getting like the kind of snow, kind of rain, kind of March, kind of April, kind of January weather. It's not cute, but c'est la vie, guys.
What's c'est la vie? You say that a lot.
C'est la vie.
Yeah.
That's life. In French.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. La vie.
Mm.
Yeah. You know? Well, I guess we're done. I mean, there's nothing else to do for this meeting. It's sad to keep going.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. We appreciate you. Let us know if you want to do anything. Gosh.